Hello, hello. Welcome. Happy day. My name's Marie Maribel, and today we get to work with 60 minutes of mindful mobility as it pertains to the spine. There's been requests for spine as it moves us towards back bends, and then spine for side bending. So we will do both and also. It will be helpful to have two blocks, and that's all there is. Please meet me on the back of your mat. It's child's pose, where the toes are together and the knees are as wide as you want them to be. If ever there's tenderness in the knee, you could have a block or a blanket in between your thighs and calves. Whatever is most comfortable is perfectly fine with me. Inhale, set yourself up. And exhale, just settle. Feel the earth underneath you. As you inhale, can you lengthen a little bit more your spine, your arms, your neck, and exhale, settle your forehead down. Inhale, find the length in your awareness, and exhale, widen your hands a little bit, widen your shoulders, widen your ribs, widen whatever wants to widen. Length, width, and depth. Inhale, front body and back body are full. Exhale, the heart remains buoyant, skin and muscles relax. You have a couple more breaths on your own. Notice your capacity and willingness to just land in this moment, even if just for half a second. Good. You are welcome to stay here as long as you want. You are welcome to return here at any time throughout class. If your body's ready for movement, let's massage our forehead where your forehead is down, and you could just look slightly to the right, slightly to the left. You get it. And eventually movement subsides. You can tuck your tail and round your spine. Meet me in tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips. Exhale, belly soft. Lift your tail, exaggerate the action as though you're actually stretching. Look up. Exhale, root your tail, round your spine, press the mat away. Couple more. Inhale, trickle through the tail first, low back, middle back, upper back, and then look up. Exhale, root your tail, slow down the action, hug the belly in, tuck your chin. Two more on your own, and each time it's a little bit slower. And maybe you start finding not just up and down cat-cow, but you could find forward and back. If you want me to guide you, meet me in tabletop. So it's still going to be cat-cow. Drop the belly, look up, inhale, exhale, curl in. The only difference is stay curled. Can you bring your hips back as though you're going to go to child's pose? And then change your mind, tilt the tail up, belly down, lean forward as though you're going to go to cow. Exhale, curl in towards child's pose, and then soften. Try that a couple more times. You can't do it wrong. We're just adding both length and height. Cool. Eventually, movement subsides. Okay, slow motion, tuck the, let's not tuck the toes just yet. Tuck the tail, round back all the way to child's pose. Okay. Come up to the fingertips so you can look forward, inhale. Exhale, please walk your right hand off the mat and your other hand meets it. Do you notice how your chest is between your thighs? Inhale, let's lift the chest up away from the thighs and rotate and place the chest only on your right thigh. The left hand can walk away from you. Left side stretch. Keep your seat down. Inhale, lengthen your abdomen. Make room between the ribs all the way to the armpits. Exhale, let your head go. Breathe into the left side of the heart. What if you could stay in this pose, but energetically widen to the left? Widen your left ribs and armpits to the left. Cool. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Shake it off, however you want to shake it off. Same thing, other side. Inhale, we're on our fingertips. Exhale, left hand off of the mat. Exhale, other hand meets it. Instead of having the chest between the thighs, inhale, lift your ribs significantly, and exhale, position them only on your left thigh. Walk your hands wherever your hands walk. Belly in, inhale. Right buttocks, exhale, invite your right buttocks to be heavier down, belly in. Inhale, the right waistline lengthens, your right rib cage expands, hollow out your right armpit, Zion says hi. And exhale, soften your gaze, belly in. Inhale, the right side of your heart starts stretching and breathing through the right ribs and armpits. Keep doing you. If ever you feel like you're straining or you're trying too hard, what would happen if you back off 15%? Good. Back it off. Inhale a little bit. Exhale a lot. Shake it off. Tuck your tail, round your spine. Inhale, we're in tabletop. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the hips. Press your thighs back. Downward facing dog. Wiggle. Please bend one knee, drop the hip. Inhale, shift. Exhale, bend your other knee. Let that hip drop. You have a couple more breaths. Invite the action to slow down each time. So instead of speeding up, you're actually softening into it a bit more, which may give you more access and more insight. Eventually, body settles, downward facing dog. Please bend both knees, eyes look forward. Inhale, walk it, step it to the top of the mat, lengthen and look forward. Exhale, fold down, look at your legs. Stand up tall. Inhale, reach up high, look up. Stretch your arms overhead, look at your thumbs. Exhale, rest the arms. Cool. Toes touch. Let's start with Dharma salutations. Inhale, the arms reach up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold down, touch the mat, look at your legs. Right knee is back, inhale. Both legs are back. Exhale, tabletop. Stay here. Just bring the heart down. Bend your elbows back, heart down, heart down, heart down until the heart touches the ground. Chin down. Inhale, move on. Slide it forward, lift up, look up. Exhale, flex it back, downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Inhale. Both feet forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, stand up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, let it be. Second side. Inhale, we're up. Exhale, we're down. Left knee back, inhale. Both knees back, exhale, pause. Melt the heart down. So imagine your heart just got really, really heavy. So you're gonna go to cow. Bend your elbows, the heart leads, the heart leads, the heart leads. Inhale, move on, look up. Exhale, bring it back. Left foot forward, inhale. Both feet forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, stand up tall, stretch genuinely, look up. Exhale, let it be. All right. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Right knee back, inhale. Exhale, stay. Just widen the left foot to the left long edge of the mat and notice you could rock side to side with ease. Grab the blocks, please, as high as possible. Let's flush. Inhale, straighten the leg. It just means move. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, feel more of your foot pushing back. Exhale, feel more of your foot pulling forward. Keep attention in the foot and the knee. Bring the hips back. Bring the hips forward. Couple more on your own. See if more and more of you can come online, meaning more and more of you is awake throughout your leg and as your body. Next time the knee is bent, leave it bent. Blocks under armpits and further back. Okay. Find a steady space. Stretch your belly. Inhale, stretch your belly, stretch your belly. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale. Same concept. Inhale, lift your belly. Now include your rib cage. Include your ribs and belly to stretch. Exhale. All of that, just add the shoulders. But how about we stretch the belly first? Inhale. Bring the shoulders back and now stretch the belly and ribs even more. Bring the shoulders back. Good. Stay. Maybe you bend the front knee more. Any arms you want. It's not a shoulder class, so your arms do you. 5 breaths. Look at your thumbs. Back off. Grab the blocks. Inhale, bring the blocks inside of the foot. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee, move the blocks more forward. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee, blocks more forward. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee, take over, lizard. What if the blocks are that far forward, but maybe a little more to the right than you're used to? So more of your right thigh can be weighty. Pressing the thigh down and the foot down. Inhale, you know to stretch your belly. You know to draw the shoulders back and lift the ribs. 3 more breaths. I think of the thigh as a guitar or as a stringed instrument with many strings. And so if you lean a little bit more to the right, so you're kind of on the side of the right thigh, stretch your belly, that would be an octave. Let's say that's 1 note there. And maybe it feels good, or when you hear that note being played, you like it. If it works, stay here. If you're wanting a different variation, come to the center and then pull yourself forward. Same thing, when you're tuning an instrument, you start noticing how different strings sound and you tune accordingly. Okay, cool. It just so happens our whole body is an instrument. All right, back off just enough, inhale, that you can now move your left foot off of the mat. Toe and knee are a diagonal. Open to the razor side of the foot and less so. And it's less and less the foot, you already know. It's gonna be from the hip. Okay, next time you're on the razor side of the foot, stay. Notice how the whole body could easily just collapse and melt to the floor. What if you lift your ribs up? Change your mind. Lift your ribs up, inhale, top shoulder, back. Last time, break the pose a little bit. All right, inhale, lift away from the blocks, lift your belly, top shoulder back. Option 1, this is plenty, stretch the top arm up. Option 2, you could bend the back leg and hold. In your imagination or in real life, foot presses back. Last 3 breaths, ears back. Cool. Back it off a little bit, inhale. Back it off enough, exhale, that you return to center and more of an upright lunge. Bring the blocks up. Inhale, rise up, leave the blocks alone. Exhale, shorten your stance so it looks like 90 degrees in the front, 90 degrees in the back. Rotate to the right. So the right foot is off the mat. The left toes are still facing forward. Stay as is. I'm just going to shift the angle 90 degrees for you. All right, rest your left elbow on the thigh. Can all of us purposefully widen our buttocks back? That will take it out of the side body. But those are requests for side body. Can you purposefully bring your buttocks so far underneath you that your torso responds upright? Inhale, stretch your upper arm over your ear. Exhale, bottom hand could touch the floor. Good. Inhale, stay. Exhale, top hand behind your back. Just like we did earlier, but let's try it again. Root your tail more, belly in. Inhale, lift your ribs, lengthen your abdomen. Exhale, right shoulder back. You could look down for 3. Good. Inhale, back it off a little bit. Exhale, back it off a lot. Orient to the top, touch down. Left leg, go straight back. Point and flex significantly. Lubricate your ankle, your wrists. Please press the heel back. Purposefully drop the heel to the floor. So you know, technically, kind of, sort of, that's what it's going to look like. But who cares what it's going to look like? Reset, inhale. Press the heel back. Can you purposefully lift your left hip? Lift your left hip. Lift it so much that the back heel responds and plants down. Right toes off the mat. Do you notice how your buttocks is back towards the back heel? What if your tail was under and you could find a side stretch? Left arm over your ear. Breath is steady. Belly is in. It's interesting. Sometimes I'm teaching in real life, in person, I mean, and students talk back. And when I say belly in, I don't mean suck in. I mean belly button in, lift your heart. So it's a different energetic imprint. We can talk about it after class. Exhale, look down, touch down. Do you want your knees on the floor or not? Heart down. Exhale, heart down, 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 down. Pause here. Keep your heart down. Lift your chin more forward. Press the chin. Inhale, move on.
Slide it forward, look up. Exhale, flex it back.
Right foot. Inhale, please step your right foot forward.
Exhale, back knee down. Grab your blocks. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, bent leg. Inhale, foot is awake. Exhale, foot pulls. Inhale, foot, knee, and hip. Bring the hip back, are awake. Exhale, foot, knee, and hip, go forward.
Couple more on your own. You are aware as a foot, as a calf, as a thigh, as a hip, and really genuinely as a heart.
Next time your knee is bent, leave it bent. Take over a little bit more space. So when you rock side to side, you're a little more steady each time, and you don't rock and sway as much. Okay, you're steadier. Blocks are behind the armpits, not under armpits, behind armpits. Belly in. Inhale, lengthen your abdomen a lot. Just lengthen it more than you have all day. Exhale. Same thing. Inhale, lengthen your abdomen, lift your ribs. It's as though your heart is gonna stretch. I just got this visual. Exhale, back off. I don't know how many of you know Hulk Hogan, but he would take his shirt and like rip it this way. So as much as you're lifting the belly, it's as though the heart is going to expand from the center out, okay? Use Hulk Hogan. All right, inhale, lift your belly, lift your heart, and widen your chest. Widen it, widen it, widen it. Cool. Last one, same concept, but let's move the shoulders before the ribs. Please inhale, lift your belly, lift, 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 lift. Roll the shoulders back, walk, and now lift your chest. Stay put, option one, bend the knee. Option two, do as you wish with the arms, look at your thumbs. Back off. Inhale, blocks inside of the foot. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the leg, walk your blocks more forward. Exhale, straighten it. Inhale, bend the leg. Last time, blocks more forward and slightly to the left. And exhale, break it. Next time the knee is bent, stay bent. Take over a little bit more than you're used to. The right foot is pressing down. The back leg is pressing down. Inhale, abdomen is lengthening forward. Shoulders come back. Ribs can lift. If you like playing the guitar with your left thigh, lean more to the left. You don't fall down towards the floor. You lengthen up through the belly and heart. You could stay at that octave or come to center a little bit and play the more neutral octave where you're on the center of the thigh, pulling the belly and widening the chest. Okay. Slow motion. Inhale, lift up a little bit just so you can widen your right foot off of the mat. And you're opening and closing Kalyasana, remember? I'll switch my angle so you can see. Okay, stay on the razor side of the foot. Right hand to the thigh. Acknowledge how the left ribs forgot that a heart is in there. What if your heart lifts? Yeah, good. You could stay or drop it. Again, when you lift the ribs, can you also lengthen your abdomen, ears back? Stay or right hand presses the right thigh away. Some people's top hand reaches up, maybe back. Do as you wish. If you hold the foot, press the foot away from you. Ears are back. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Rise on up. You can move the blocks out of the way. The front leg looks like 90 degrees. And the torso shifts to the left. Please bring the left foot off of the mat. You could even tuck it for stability. Rest your right elbow on the thigh. Upper arm over the ear. Notice how the buttocks could be behind you, you see? What if you root your tail and then the buttocks is underneath you? You get a little bit more of a side bend. Let's say intentional stretching. Bottom hand could touch the floor. Top hand could stay. Top hand could go behind your back. Regardless, the belly's in. Exhale, shoulders back. Good. Back off a little bit. Inhale. Back off a lot. Exhale, face the top of the mat. Hands are down. Right leg, back. Point and flex a few times. Next time the heel is back, leave it. Drop the heel. So right there, do you notice visually or in your own body how technically your back isn't doing anything and you're not doing anything with your side body? So let's call this inopportune superficial movement. Return. What if it was from a deeper part of you, so closer to your heart? Lift the hip. Lift the right hip so much that the back heel follows. Left toes off the mat, belly in. Inhale, root the tail. You're bringing the tail under you more. Stretch the upper arm. Breath is steady. Inhale, acknowledge the length in your right waistline, right rib cage, right armpit, and all the space between the thoughts. Good. Back it off a little bit. Inhale. Back it off a lot. Exhale, knees down. Heart down, 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 down. Heart down, heart down. Leave your heart. Lift. Slide forward. Inhale, lift. Eyes up. Exhale, bring it back. Right foot. Inhale, please step your right foot forward and grab the blocks. Back knee is up. Come and go a couple of times. Press the heel back. Lift your thigh and hips up. Inhale. Keep your thigh bone. Exhale, root your sitting bones. Lift the arms. Inhale. Left elbow is bent. Exhale, hand on the elbow. Inhale, you know how to stretch your belly, how to lift your heart, how to lift your chin. Exhale, soften the back knee. Bring the tail under. 5 breaths. Any right arm you want. Back off. Inhale, straighten everything upright. Exhale, fold, bend the front knee. Touch the blocks. Point and flex a couple of times. Notice the back foot, our past, when it's not integrated, could possibly hold us back. But if and when you integrate it on purpose, it can propel you forward. Push off the back foot. Change your mind. And just just stay low. Now, same thing, anything that happened before we even arrived into this space, the right foot, anything below us, of course, could weigh us down. But what if it pushes you up? Okay, so you're gonna push off the back foot, push down into the front foot. Good. Last time, return to a lunge. Come and go so the pass is integrated. Whatever is beneath us can propel us up. Now, what if all you are is a heart? So your heart leads. It just so happens you have propellers from both legs. All right, hands on blocks. Inhale, lift your heart away from the floor, so much so you're on your fingertips. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lift your heart up, widen your wings so only a few fingers are on the block. Exhale, stay. Inhale, the heart pulls up towards the ceiling so much so that if you wanted to play with your arms, you could. You have 5 breaths. The heart is just exploring different layers. It's like it's kind of like in an air balloon. So it could go up, it could go left, it could go down. They're all correct. 2, 1. Slow motion. Allow the back foot to touch down. Straighten everything up. Inhale. Exhale, back heel down. Rotate the chest. Arms are to a T. Back hand down. Inhale, genuinely stretch the right arm over your ear towards more of an exalted triangle. The hand could be behind your back. Keep it, just bend the knee. Keep the legs, arms to a T. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, elbow down or touch the floor. Inhale, upper arm. What if it's just touching your skull? Do you notice how your buttocks is facing the wall behind you? Bring your tail so far under, inhale, that your ribs can rotate and you get more of a side bend. The top armpit and elbow are reaching away from the left hip. Look down. The right hand grabs the block and brings it so far forward, you balance again. It just so happens to be called half moon. Engage your top leg, pretty feet. Inhale, stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Exhale, settle. You're just a heart that happens to have a body. Inhale, can the heart float up significantly more? You have 5 breaths. Do as you wish for the top arm. Do as you wish for the top leg. Whatever you're doing, allow the heart to be lifted a little bit more. Back off a little bit. Inhale. Back off a lot. Exhale. Warrior 2. Rotate a little bit. You could lift the back heel. Arms are still to a T. Exhale. Interlace fingers behind the back. Inhale. You know how to lift the belly. You know how to roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. Exhale. Bring it forward. So the chest is inside of the thigh. Head down. Humble. Back it off a little bit. Inhale. Left hand down. Exhale on the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the back heel. Rotate the ribs towards the right. Stretch your top arm up. Breath is steady. Of course, you could move your arm around. Okay. Look down. Your front foot, right foot, steps halfway back. So all 10 toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift your hips higher than high. Change your mind. Exhale, find neutral. Maybe you slide the bottom leg away from you and the hip drops down. Let's call this rainbow. Option 1, you could stay low. Option 2, you could stay neutral, midline. Option 3, you go all the way up to rainbow. You have 5 breaths. You could stay put, or you could come and go. Breath is steady. Good. Last one. Find a neutral space, centered. Inhale, look down. Exhale, touch down, and step it back. Knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Exhale. Inhale, slither forward, look up. Exhale, bring it back. Good. Left foot. Inhale, please step your left foot forward. Grab the blocks. Exhale, stay low, but just come and go a little bit with the ankle. Let the back ankle initiate the movement. And then allow the left ankle to stay back. Lift the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, anchor your tailbone downwards. Belly in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Hand on the elbow. Inhale, long belly, tall heart, and exhale, shoulders and ears back. Soften the back knee, root the tail under. Do as you wish. 5 breaths. Back off. Inhale, straighten the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, tilt the upper body forward as you bend the front knee. Grab the blocks. Point and flex a couple of times. Acknowledge what's behind you. Your right foot is useful. Acknowledge what's underneath you. The left foot is useful. They both help you as the heart goes forward. Good. Notice how heavy your hands are. Can you lift your thigh higher? Can you stay? Exhale. Heart lifts up away from the floor. Inhale, lift your ribs, lift your ribs, lift your ribs, lift your ribs. Maybe your elbows straighten so much you're on your fingertips. Stay as we exhale. Inner thigh engaged. Inhale, lift the heart a little bit more and widen into the ribs, widen your aperture. Stay as we exhale, only a few fingers on the blocks. Inhale, maybe the heart rises up towards the ceiling. In the arms, 5 breaths. You could be quite high, you could be quite low. The standing leg is not locked, the standing leg is fluid. Good. Allow the back foot down. Inhale, hands are up. Exhale, back heel down. Arms are to a T. Straighten the leg. Inhale, back hand down. Left arm up. Exhale, any back arm you want. Please bend your front knee. Exhale. Left elbow to the thigh or touch the floor. Inhale, upper arm to the ceiling, side angle. Notice how the buttocks is behind you. Keep bringing it under you so the top arm is over your ear. And you get more of a side bend than just like doing a yoga thing that doesn't quite help you. Keep your tail under belly in. Breath is steady. Good. Soften the top arm so your awareness is down. Look down, left hand grabs a block, and slow motion, bring the block so far forward you're balancing. The right leg is tall and up. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Exhale, find a steady space. Inhale, lift the left ribs up. Any top arm. Exhale, do as you wish with the top leg, top arm. Notice you're not falling down into the block. Your heart is leading up. Good. Back off a little bit. Inhale. And back off a lot. Exhale, move through a warrior two. And keep the arms to a T. Rotate the chest forward. Your back heel could lift or not. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back in a different way, so non-dominant grip. Bend the knee. Inhale, long belly. Lift your chest, shoulders back. And exhale, lead with the heart. The back heel could touch the floor. Forehead is down. Back off a little bit. Inhale. Right hand down. Exhale, back off enough. Good. Left hand to the waist. Inhale, rotate your ribs, and then lift the arm. Stay for a couple of breaths. The left foot weighs more than the hand. You could be on the fingertips. The back foot weighs more than the hand. You could remember your heart. Good. Palm down. Front foot. Inhale, step it halfway back. All 10 toes face the long edge of the mat. Center is neutral. Exhale, you could take the elevator down. Inhale, you could find neutral. Maybe you take it so high up, you get more of a side bend. You could be pretty with the heel lifted. You have 5 breaths. You could be steady in any of those 3 positions. You could move through them. Last 3 breaths. Find center. Inhale, lift your hips, level with the front knee, and rotate to face the short edge of the mat. And exhale, step it back. Knees, chest, and chin down, heart down. Inhale, heart forward, rise up. Exhale, flex the feet, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Shorten your stance enough that you're on your fingertips. The weight is mostly on the feet. Inhale, trickle your hands back, back, back until naturally you're just on your fingertips, belly in. Inhale. Exhale, the feet are as wide as the mat. Bend your knees. 1. Change your mind. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands a little bit closer. And bend the knees. 2 breaths. Lean back into the heels and tuck under into the tail. Press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, walk your hands a little bit in, fingertips or not. Bend the knees. You have 3 breaths. More and more of you is present throughout. Or more and more of you lands the minute we have our heels down. Press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, walk the hands closer towards the feet. And bend the knees. 4 breaths. You could stay. Maybe your body starts finding one side. And then the other. Press down. Inhale, lift. Last time, your hands could be quite close to you. Exhale, 5 breaths, Malasana. Good. Option 1, stay centered. Option 2, I'll do the opposite, but visually it'll look like I'm a mirror to you. Please bring your right hand forward and as far out as it allows you. The arm and thigh can press so much into each other that you have stability there. The left hand and thigh press into each other. Thighs press into your arms, arms press into the thighs, lift your belly, lift your chest. Stay for a bit, or the top arm. Good bind. Look down. Back it off a little bit, inhale, touch down, exhale, back it off a lot, shake it off. Second and last side. Please shake it off, bend the knees. You could stay centered, you could have blocks underneath you. Maybe the left hand is so far forward that when you bring it out to the side, there's a nice boundary there. Right hand to the thigh. The arms and thighs press significantly into each other so the tension is centered. And then you can lift your belly, lift your chest. Stay put, keep the tension regardless of if the top arm wants to go back behind you. Maybe you bind. Look down. Good. Back off a little bit, inhale, touch down. Back off a lot, exhale, break the pose, shake it off. You could shake out your head, your shoulders, your hips, your knees, until eventually the shaking resolves itself. Soften the knees, grab elbows, belly in, inhale. Exhale, tilt your weight forward towards the toes, forward towards the toes, forward. And then once it kind of stops, tuck the chin more. Let the elbows be heavy down, brain heavy down, ribs heavy down, thighs back. The heart expands in 360 degrees with the breath. Good. Release your arms, soften your knees, tuck your tail. Inhale, tuck the chin, ripple all the way up, 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 up. Stretch, yawn, reach. Settle. Okay. Please bring your hands to your low back. Your feet are just as wide as they were for ragdoll. Okay. Tail under, and then bring the entire unit forward. So the hips are forward, you can't see your toes. Belly in. Inhale, you know how to lift your belly. Shoulders. Exhale, you know how to bring your shoulders behind you. And then from there, lift the ribs, lift the chin. 3 breaths. Keep your legs. Back off. Inhale. Exhale, shake it off. Okay. Toes touch. Hands up. Inhale, stretch genuinely in the most natural of ways. And then find neutral where your tail is underneath you. You can grab your left wrist or elbow. Inhale, you know how to lift your belly, lift the shoulders, lift the ribs, lift the chin. Exhale, lengthen to the right. Left foot could travel. The heart finds the left ribs and then lifts them up through the armpit. Top elbow reaches up, gaze down. 3 breaths. Open the window of the left ribs. Good. Back off. Inhale a little bit. Exhale up. Shake it off. Hands, feet just as wide as they were for ragdoll. Hands to the low back, but not. All right, actually, I'm going to face you. Can all of us have our hands next to us? The feet are the same. And just rotate your thumbs out. What if you were more integrated? And when you do that, you're actually rotating from the shoulders. And then be really dramatic. Shoulders back. Shoulders back. Do that a couple of times until eventually it feels like your shoulders are as far back as they'll go and you acknowledge that the ribs lifted. Touch your thighs wherever they land. Everything else is the same. You root the tail under, inhale. Exhale, shift the weight towards the toes. Belly in. Inhale, lengthen your belly. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, ears back. Inhale, the center middle of the heart rises. Back off. Inhale. Exhale, shake it off. Okay. Toes touch. Hands up. Inhale, genuinely stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, find neutral. Bend your right elbow, hand on the elbow. Inhale, lengthen the side body, lift the center of the heart, chin up. Exhale, side bend to the left. The right foot could travel, belly in. Inhale, the heart finds the exit to the right ribs and up as the armpits and elbow look down. 3 breaths. And it's not an exit, it's just an aperture of awareness. Back off. Inhale a little bit. Exhale a lot. Okay, last time. The feet are as wide as they were in ragdoll. Which hands did you prefer? To the low back or to the thighs? Option 1, do one of those. Option 2, maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back. I'll come closer. So with this one, you all, we're not doing this, ready? We're not anchoring down and through. Rather, everything else is the same where the tail is under, belly is up. And as you bring this, watch how the forearms can pull away from you, which then can help you get a lot more spacious in the altar of the heart. Okay, legs is in ragdoll, and favorite positioning of arms. It could be at the low back, could be at the thighs, or maybe you interlace your fingers. Inhale, tail is under. And exhale, shift the weight forward until you feel your toes are useful, belly in. Inhale, you know how to lift your belly. Everyone roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale. You could stay, but if your fingers are interlaced, what if you bring them so far behind you that you have to lean more forward and up to counter it? Back off. Inhale a little bit. Hips back, soft knees. Exhale a lot. Touch your thighs. And slow motion trickle down. There's blocks in your body if you want them. You could wiggle a little bit. You could wiggle a lot. Ragdoll number 2. Pause the swaying. Toe heel your feet in once, twice, thrice. Exhale, bend your knees significantly. Left hand to the left calf, right hand to the right calf. Maybe you choose to grab elbows from there. Inhale, look at the big toes. Exhale, lean so far towards the toes that you can actually slide your elbows lower and lower and lower. Look at your forearms. Press the calves and thighs back, belly in, inhale. Exhale, tilt a bit more forward. Trickle more space between each vertebra. A few more breaths on your own. The heart's exploring the entire back, the entire back side of the heart. Rib cage. Good. Soften the knees, soften your arms, release. Touchdown. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step one foot back. Step both feet back. Downward facing dog. Shorten your down dog. Inhale. Exhale, settle in. Ripple to plank. Inhale, lift your heels, tuck the tail, belly in, ripple your shoulders over your fingernails. Exhale, soften the knees, bring the hips back, 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 then straighten the legs. Ripple to plank. Inhale, heels up, tail under, belly in, ripple forward to a plank. Exhale, soft knees, hips back, soft knees, hips back, 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 back. Straighten the thighs, straighten the legs. You got 3 more. You ripple to plank, soft knees. And each time you could be a little more dramatic about it. Next time you're in plank, stay there. And exhale, you could soften the knees and lower all the way down. Belly time. Get long in your one leg, get long in the other. Hands under shoulders, nose down. Inhale, press the tops of the feet down, top of the thighs down, pubic bone down, glutes are engaged. Inhale, lift your skull, shoulders, ribs. Exhale, press down through the hands and pull your belly longer. So now your ribs are more forward. Keep this. You could stay with the chest and walk your hands forward and off of the mat. Soft elbows. Pull your belly so long that you could lift your ribs higher and higher. You can take a wider arm stance. Belly in, 3 breaths. Inhale. What if you were a snake rising up to the clouds and ears go back, heart goes forward? Back off. Inhale a little bit. Exhale a lot. Arms are to a T. Left hand under left shoulder. Bend your left knee. Look left. Stay put. Can your right arm draw further away from you so more of your bicep is on the floor? Roll over. Back. This is 1. Well, let's stay for 2. Belly time. Inhale. Exhale. Arms are to a T. Right hand under right shoulder. Bend your right knee. Look right. Inhale. Walk your left arm a little bit further from you. And exhale. Roll over. 2 breaths. Return. Inhale. Exhale. Arms are to a T. Left hand under left shoulder. Bend your left knee. Look left. Inhale. We're here. Exhale. Roll over. We're going to stay. The left hand presses down through the mat. Lift your ribs and skull and pull your heart forward towards the long edge of the mat. And then settle your head. Exhale. Inhale. Top arm is up. You could stay or touch your thigh. You could stay or reach back. Belly in. 3 breaths from here. One could play with the collarbones as though there was a gentle breeze throughout the collarbone area. Back off. Inhale, top arm reaches up. Exhale, touch down a little bit. Touch down a lot. Shake it off. Arms are to a T. Right hand under right shoulder. Look to the right. Bend your right knee. Inhale. Exhale, roll over. Press your right hand down. Inhale, lift your skull, lift your ribs, and pull them forward to the wall that you could clearly see in front of you. Settle the ribs, settle your skull. Right arm. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And exhale, it could touch your thigh, your hip, your low back. Belly in. Inhale, gentle breeze around the collarbones. And might as well become aware of the breeze above the collarbones. Your throat is clear. And the breeze below the collarbones, the heart is clear. Ooh, if I could stay here forever. Back off. Inhale, the top arm can reach up. Exhale, touch down. And belly time. Shake it off a little bit. Okay. Hands by your thighs. Please lengthen your right leg. Please lengthen your left leg. Tops of feet press down. Tops of thighs press down. The pubic bone presses down. Nose down. Inhale, lift your head, lift your ears, lift your shoulders, lift your heart, lift your arms. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind the back a different way. Lift the forearms off of you. Imagine someone stepping on your feet. Stretch your belly. Open your heart. 5 breaths. Some people bend one knee or both. Of course, you could hold on to the shins. Last 3 breaths. Less and less, no ribs on the mat. Press the hands down. Pull yourself through. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring it back. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Inhale. Right knee, right wrist. Exhale. Oh, I didn't have my microphone on. Sorry. Pigeon. Please widen your right knee and buttocks to the right. And exhale, lengthen your left leg more back. Take over your space. Inhale. Exhale, settle your brain.
Gravity is already helping you with the downward action. So as much as your thighs are pressing down and your arms are pressing down, your heart pulls more forward.
You could stay here another 5 to 10 breaths. You could back off if you're with me a little bit. Inhale, so you're upright. Please close the pose more. What I mean by that is that the front heel is closer to you and the front knee is more forward. You can stand on your foot, you can stand on your shin, and you have blocks nearby. Okay, belly in. Inhale, you know how to stretch your belly. Exhale, the blocks could be behind the shoulders. You know how to stretch your belly and bring the shoulders back. Last time. Inhale, stretch your belly, bring the shoulders back. Last 5 breaths, you could stay. Some people tuck the toes and bring the heel in. I'm stepping on the whole shin as though my foot just grew 18 inches and you step on it for real. The back foot has tension. You could stay or the left hand could hold the foot. Flip the grip. And that was time. Inhale, back off a little bit. Press the hands down. Widen your buttocks off the mat to the right. Exhale, back off a lot. Figure 4. The left leg is on top. The right leg could be straight underneath you. The right leg could be bent underneath you. Accommodate your buttocks so you're just like wider to the sides and further back. Belly in, hands are forward. Tuck your tail. Keep your hands. Untuck your tail. Walk your hands more forward and wide. Last one, keep your hands. Tuck your tail more so your low back gets more of a stretch. And then untuck your tail, walk your hands more forward, rest your head. Your hands are wider than the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right hand off of the mat. Left hand meets it. Belly in, just like we started in child's pose. Lift your ribs, rotate them to the right, and exhale, position them over your right leg. Inhale, the left waistline is long, the left rib cage is tall, the left armpit is wide. Exhale, the hips are heavy. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off center. Other side, hands to the left. Other hand meets it. Inhale, lift your belly so much that you have more choice. To exhale, rotate the chest onto the left thigh, belly in. Inhale, right waistline, right rib cage long, right armpit hollow. Exhale, right buttocks heavy. Right buttocks heavy. Inhale, right armpit light. Rest your head. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Cross your legs, cross your thighs. Take up a lot of space. Arms are up, inhale. Exhale, right elbow is bent, hand on the elbow. Inhale, stretch your abdomen, lift your ribs, lift your chin. Left arm reaches out. Exhale, wherever it wants to land, can land belly in. Inhale, hug the ribs towards the back of the heart. And then exhale, stretch. The bottom arm can be more useful. The top arm could explore. You could look down. Back off, inhale. Exhale, grab your top leg and leave a footprint. You could twist with the knee bent, or the bottom leg could be straight. Left hand is back. Flatten the palm and straighten the elbow. Let's say I'm blocking myself. This is how I block myself. I lock out. Don't lock out. Come soft onto the fingertips and the elbow is soft. Now you have leverage. Inhale, ride the breath up. Left waistline back, left rib cage back, left shoulder back, left elbow back. Even the left hand could move. Inhale, right side of the heart lifts. Exhale, arm and thigh press into each other. Leave a footprint. Inhale, eyes are forward. Exhale, release the arms to the right. Bottom leg is straight.
You could stay. You could plant the right hand on the center of the mat, shoulder back, left foot off the mat. Stay or inhale, revisit that rainbow variation we did earlier. Back off, inhale a little bit, and exhale a lot. Shake it off. Please have your feet, footprint on the long edges of the mat. Chest is up, inhale. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the left. Invite the top hip to get more stretched. Reset, inhale. Exhale, knees to the right. Invite the top hip to get more of a stretch. Reset, inhale. Exhale, knees down. Can you invite the top hip to get more of a stretch as you reach your hands away from you? 3 breaths. Return, inhale back off a little bit. Exhale back off a lot. Last side, knees to the right. You can invite more length in the left hip and walk your arms away from you, belly in. Inhale, left side body long. Exhale, settle in. Good. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Shake it off. Cross your feet, plant your hands. Cat-cow. Press down. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, curl your tail so far under you come to the fingertips. Slide the hands towards your thighs, towards your low back. The toes could stay tucked or not. You already know how to root your tail under and offer the hips forward, belly in. Inhale, stretch the belly, lift your chest, shoulders back. Back off, inhale. Exhale, sit back. Root your tail, hold on to your knees, belly in. Inhale, get really long and widen your back body. Exhale it. Last breath. Good. Back off a little bit. Inhale. Touch the mat. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Last side, left leg. Inhale, please bring your left knee to your wrist. And exhale, settle your back leg back. You could stay or widen the left knee to the left and lengthen your back thigh back. We're here for a little bit. I'll talk to us. We'll shift every 5 breaths. Again, invite yourself to not just melt down the moment you can settle. You can settle and take over a little bit more each time, not just in physical reality, but also in your internal world. Take over more of your ribs, more of your breath. You could stay. Some of us played upright. If you're going to play upright, it'll be helpful to have the front knee a little bit more forward facing than out. And you can step on the knee, on the shin, and on the foot. And the blocks could be nearby. We played a little bit, remember? I anchor the shin down, stretch your belly. Change your mind. The blocks can be further back. Anchor the shin, stretch your belly, roll the shoulders back. Change your mind. You could stay or lift the belly, roll the shoulders back, heart up. Last 5 breaths, you could stay. Some people play with the back leg. You could hold on to the foot. You could hook the heel in. Sometimes the foot can go into the crook of the elbow. You can hold hands over your ear like mermaid. Good. Back off. Touch the floor. Inhale. Widen your buttocks to the left. Exhale. Right leg on top. Figure 4. The left leg could be straight underneath you. The left knee could be bent underneath you. Take up more space. So your buttocks takes over to the sides and goes more back. Hands down. Keep your hands. Tuck your tail. Belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Untuck your tail. Walk your hands forward and out like a V. Keep your hands. Tuck your tail. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Untuck your tail. Ripple your arms wide enough that you can settle down. No part of you is blocking you. The arms are soft.
Inhale, fingertips, lift your chest. Hands to the left. Exhale. Inhale, lift your torso to the left. And exhale, place it down. Rest your gaze, right buttocks heavy. Keep your right buttocks. Inhale, stretch your right abdomen, right ribs, right armpit. Exhale, let your face be. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Right side. Inhale, right hand to the right. Exhale, your other hand meets it. Belly in. Inhale, torso is tall and to the right. Exhale, invite the torso down. Down. Inhale, left waist long, left ribs are awake, left armpit is high. Exhale, settle your head. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off enough that you could cross your thighs, cross your knees. The bottom leg could be straight if you want. Inhale, genuinely stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, bend your left elbow, hand on the elbow. Inhale, long body awareness. Exhale, lengthen to the right. The right hand can travel and it lands wherever it lands. The elbow is soft. We're not falling down towards the bottom elbow, belly in. We're lifting up left ribs, left armpit, left elbow. Exhale, explore. You could look down, any top arm. Rise, inhale. Exhale, hug the knee in, leave a footprint. The bottom leg could be straight or bent. Twist. Right arm is on your fingers are, you're on your fingertips, elbow is soft. Inhale, lengthen your abdomen, lift your heart. Exhale, right ribs back, right elbow back, right shoulder back. Inhale, left side of the heart up. Exhale, arm and thigh press into each other, leave a footprint. Inhale, eyes are forward. Exhale, softly let go of the arms. They touch the left. Bottom leg is straight. Inhale, left hand on the center of the mat, shoulder in the socket. Exhale, right foot off of your mat. Stay. Or inhale, rainbow vibes. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, back off a lot. Shake it off. Cool. Hug the knees in. Whoa, I think I set a timer. And exhale, let it be. We're about to go on our backs and stay on our backs. You might want to block. We're just going to rest. But some of us might want to rest with a little bit more thoracic support or heart opening. So you could place a block underneath your ribs, across your ribs, and a block underneath your skull as we chill out. I'm going to set the timer for 2.5 minutes. Some of us will stay here, and then whenever your body wants to get out of it, you get out of it. Others are like, I'm good. I'm just going to hug my knees in, inhale, and roll on my back. Exhale, find something on the back plane of your body that helps you chill out. If there's a block underneath your ribs and head, enjoy. If there's nothing underneath, enjoy. Inhale, take up a lot of space in your awareness. And exhale, allow the awareness to reside within your skin, muscles, and bones. So much within your bones that your bone marrow liquid. Take rest. Purposeful inhalation. Soft exhalation. Welcome movement into your body. Face, fingers, and toes. Wrists and ankles can rotate in any direction. Stretch your body long. Inhale, reach the arms away from you, point the toes. Exhale, soft knees, footprint on the floor. Roll over. Exhale, rest on your side. Press your hands down. Inhale, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Exhale. Palms meet in front of your heart. Inhale, acknowledge your spine tall. Exhale, soften into the center of your heart. Keep breathing on your own. Notice how you feel. These are practices of consciously filling ourselves up with awareness, with kindness, with receptivity, with just a clear knowing of where we are, not with our mind. Thank you for making time to be here to practice. Namaste.